Welcome, welcome back, friends. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the difference between S attributed syntax directed translation and L attributed syntax directed translation. So the S attributed syntax directed translation uses only synthesized attribute. For example, we will take this production rule C tends to DE. Here, when we are mentioning about synthesized attribute, how the value of the C has been evaluated is with the help of this D and E. So the meaning is the value of C can be evaluated with the help of the child node either D or E. That is what synthesized attribute. At the same time, when we are speaking about L attributed STT, it uses both the synthesized and inherited attribute, but the inherited attribute can be evaluated only through the parent or left sibling nodes. So generally, the inherited attribute means, so it can be the attributes of the inherited part can be evaluated either by the parent or the siblings. It can be either left sibling or right sibling. But in L attributed SDT, the inherited attribute will be evaluated only through parent or left sibling along with the synthesized attribute. For example, we take this production rule C tends to DEF. If you want to evaluate the value of D dot V, that is D attribute, so D dot E, it can be evaluated with the help of the parent node, that is C dot P, and there is no left sibling, so we cannot evaluate with the right sibling E and F as per the rule of the inherited attribute. Okay. So for D dot V, so the value can be evaluated only with the help of the parent node, that is C dot V. And next is E dot V. So if you want to evaluate this attribute E dot V, so it can be evaluated with the help of the parent node, that is C, that is C dot V, or the left sibling, that is D dot V. So similarly, it is for F. So F dot V equal to either through the parent node C dot V or the left siblings, that is D dot V or E dot V. So this is what the L attributed SDT. So for example, if you are mentioning that E dot V equal to F dot V, means that is false. So because this F dot V, F attribute is the right sibling in this production rule for E. So that is wrong. So L attributed SDT means the inherited attributed can be evaluated only through parent or left siblings. Okay. The next difference is the semantic actions are placed at the right end of the production rule. For example, you see here, this production rule C tends to D. The related semantic rules for this production rule should be present at the right end of the production. But in the L attributed SDT, the semantic actions can be placed at anywhere at the right hand side of the production. For example, so C tends to the semantic action can present at the immediate first of the right hand side. So after that, the attributes will be present, the D and D, or it can be mentioned with C tends to D. In between, the semantic rules will be present. After that, the value E will be mentioned. So this is the another one difference between the S attributed SDT and L attributed SDT. And the last one is, so in S attributed SDT, so it is using bottom up parsing for evaluating the attributes. For example, so if you are having the C, the production rule C tends to D and E. So in order to identify the value of C, so you have to evaluate the child nodes. So first, this this leaf node will be evaluated and it will be going to the root. So it is using bottom-up parsing. S attributed STT using bottom-up parsing. The same way, the L attributed STT, it will be using the depth first and traversing the pass tree from left to right. For example, C tends to D, E, and F. So how the value of D is evaluated as either through this C. So the C can be directly evaluated. C can directly use this value of D, and the D will be evaluated either with C and through the siblings, that is traversing from left to right, that is D to E and E to F. So this is how L attributed SDT evaluates its parent as well as the siblings. Okay, so these are the main difference between the S attributed SDT and L attributed SDT. I hope you have understood. Thank you.